It's been over 20 years,
Isn't
actually.
it
I'm
just
telling
like
you.
I love it. And I love, when you do radio interviews, television interviews, and people are reading your CV, and then I see your face, and it's like a moment of
It
reflection for you, like,
is.
oh,
It
yeah,
always is.
actually, yes, that did happen.
It's so
Oh, my goodness.
heartwarming. Yeah,
It is.
absolutely. Thank you so much, by the way. So I just jumped in.
No, please jump in. It's a conversation. We're in the moment and we're celebrating. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Channel Africa, for having me. Thanks, Mmatsheko. It's just really lovely to be here with
Yeah.
you guys and to chat a little bit about what I've been up to and where I've been reflecting and what I've been doing in the
Yes.
past couple of years, actually.
Yeah, and you've been booked and busy, Mama, and it's a good kind of booked and busy because a lot of what I've seen in your movement, in eventing and festivaling, is so aligned with the people that are supposed to be in those rooms with you. It's not just some random it's always like purpose driven, and I
Right.
think that's such a blessing.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, let's talk about the year 2025 perhaps before we talk about other serious big things. Just your reflections on the year, and having your baby, and traveling and working and fitting all of that in.
Yeah, certainly that's been the highlight for me. The birth of my third born, baby boy, a gift of a boy. We struggled a little bit before the birth of this one. I went through 3 miscarriages, and so it's been an interesting journey in that regard of just trying to expand the family and that kind of thing. So he's been the absolute blessing of our lives.
Right.
Yeah, and this year has just been about me taking time to appreciate that blessing and to reflect on God's goodness, His faithfulness, and then also just try and wrap things up in the studio, because I've been in studio for a long time. I keep saying to somebody, I was at a rehearsal yesterday for a show we have this weekend, and I was in rehearsal like fully, like the way I used to feel about it when I first started having the opportunity to work with musicians and work out the music. And so it feels good to feel alive and to feel rejuvenated about making music again. When you've done it for as long as I have, there are dips and there are moments when you're not as excited about it. So it's great to feel happy to be here.
Yes, and renewed.
And renewed.
Ne?
There's a refreshing of my spirit as well, and also just the music that we're making, as we're going to unpack, is really just rebirth for me. We keep calling it just because, just even in terms of the content and what I want to share with people, and my personal experiences and my spiritual walk and all of those good things.
Yes, that's so beautiful. You know what I'm enjoying about, and I think particularly with the album that has Kitlo Fitla, Rato Laka, right? Le Rato Laka is the album. It almost moves us, because there is that movement where people are moving away from being specific about genres and that sort of thing. We're moving more into how the music makes us feel.
Absolutely.
And I feel like picking up from that album, you've literally forced us to heal. Like you forced us just be quiet and also enjoy deep listening. Enjoy actually listening to the music, not passively, but sitting down and hearing the voice of God through your voice, that is like, that is like a tool for divination for people like myself that really enjoy your voice. So with that, this new chapter, Dithapelo, let's talk about that specific song, because it's also around those themes of blending soul and spirituality.
Yeah, I mean, just to pick up a little bit from your last statement about particularly Kitlo Fitla, Lerato Lak was a 17-track album, beautiful songs in it, and people really opened their hearts to all of the different, like you've said, genre-wise. I've always been free-flowing, and I sing what I like, and but Kitlo Fitla specifically, I felt like God was like, you see, this is indeed the direction I'm calling you to expressing yourself as you always have, in terms of sonically what you've always enjoyed, but I want you to tell people about the love that you've experienced, the walk we've gone through, and to speak about Jesus Christ, apart from you being raised Christian, the encounter that you've had through your music. And so Kitlo Fitla was, it has those lines that talk about and so naturally I've just been kind of continuing to search for the kind of words that would help people come to a place of worship when they listen to the music. Hence this album that has been named Dithapelo, but this first single also appropriately is titled Dithapelo. And the song is so special to me, and I'm so excited about the response. It's only been a week. It was released last Friday.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
But people have been pouring in the messages of love for it, and how it's helping them to reflect, and how it's helping them to recognize the places they haven't healed about different things in their lives, And that's, I think, one of the best ways that I believe God would ever be able to use me as a singer. If my voice can help people to sit still and listen to his voice, then I would have accomplished everything that I would have wanted to accomplish in life. And I'm so grateful to be part of the beautiful process of making music, and that gift that is music, it's beyond one's intentions. You can put pen to paper, but if the Holy Spirit is not in it, it doesn't flow the way it's been flowing. And I'm so grateful. And then working with Mzizi was amazing too, because his verse.
Please tell me about that man, because immediately, first couple of lines, I'm like, he's amazing.
His voice is incredible. He's just released his own album as well, and called me a month before we got into the studio to do Dithapelo. And I just was like, oh, this is so aligned, because I've been watching him in the spaces, and I'm like, I love your music. I just resonate with who you are as an artist. Just your spirit, your soul is in the music. And so it was literally, I tell you, we got into the studio. I said, okay, fine. So this is the song. I don't know how to explain it, because I get to now only have the melody and the lyrics. I sang it and he followed. And we recorded, and that was the guitar lines that you hear was a one-take scenario. And he went back to his place to work on the verses, and I said to him, the title is Dithapelo. I have given my verse, which is my prayer. You have your own prayer. You have what you talk in your private space to God about. Feel free to say what you want to say. And so somehow whatever he came up with just blended, and it's beautiful that people are in a place where they can pray when they hear the song, and they're like, oh, okay, this is so beautiful to be reminded.
Talk about a musical match made in heaven. And Quincy Jones speaks about that quite a lot, about two musicians, you get in, but there's a chemistry and a magic that is anointed, that it's got nothing to do with the two of you.
It's not forced.
Love it.
Yeah, it hasn't been forced at all. And I wish he was. In fact, I mean, we're obviously still starting out with the PR rollout plan. I'm just like, yo, Mzizi, you gotta come with me everywhere I go, man. We have to talk about this together.
Listen, he does, because Dithapelo, in the plural, the both of you have got to be there together. Such a heartfelt piece. Maleh in studio with me, and she has represented the feminines of Southern Africa in the most amazing way through the music. We're talking about the new music and also some upcoming performances as well. 1:31, Figilele Ngwati, standing by with sports.